Hey everyone, Eddie here. We are back with Sephiria. I'm very excited for today's video because we are doing yet another lore backstory here for everyone today. And we're actually going to be trying out the update for the Bone Gearblade weapon, which I'm a huge fan of. The last time I actually did this weapon before the update was with the skeleton costume, and it was for our Pinata build. If you haven't watched that video, please do so. That was a really fun build, and a really good run too. A really good run. So I thought, well, now since they've updated the weapon to gain additional bonus damage from defense, I think this is actually going to be one of the first defensive additional builds. So this will be really cool. I thought we could go back to the skeleton and do a really cool backstory. So this is Artemis, a once noble guardian of the realm who has since passed and now lives in peace underground with all of the other undead warriors from the past. One day, Artemis awakens to see that some of the skeletons have an eerie red aura about them. A sorcerer has taken over the skeletons to fight for evil. So Artemis picks up their blade yet again to fight and find this evil sorcerer and bring peace back to the realm once more. This is going to be really cool. So I actually started off with the defensive item here, the Academy Brigandine. Defense is 2. Magic case is pretty good. Now, you could also go the lizard plate armor. It has a lot of negative effects, but it does have the best defense in the game. Now, much as I want to focus on defense, we are going to try to build into Guardian. It is additional damage, so I want to make sure that I am focusing heavily on the base damage, or else we're probably going to start seeing, a drop-off in damage probably by the 3rd floor or so. So again, this is just for additional damage. I'm going to go Warrior Seal because I do want to focus into Sturdy and also a little bit into attack speed. So Warrior Seal is actually the perfect starting item for this one to go through. Besides that, in our talent tree, we are going Wrath 11, Endure 5, and Luck 20. I usually go Willpower 20 just because of the Wish Fountain. I think it's still really good to keep that, unless you're going for a pure specific build. So we'll see how Artemis's journey goes, climbing down into this underground unknown to find this evil sorcerer and bring back his noble undead warrior companions. The cool part is now we can obtain our prowess of our undead. So let's see what happens. If you enjoy this video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the builds, the game, the gameplay. If you have a build in mind that you'd like for me to try, please go ahead and post those. I love making viewer builds, some of my favorite builds to make here in Sephiria. And of course, if you'd like to follow this in all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. Would love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. And I want to give a big shout out to all of my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. Model Beak is pretty interesting. Can gain some evasion early. Physical damage, which is truthfully what we want. So I actually don't mind this at all. Enchant early. I also like enchant early too. Hopefully we'll get lucky and find a 3 here. Let's see. Where does Artemis' journey take us from here? One of the most satisfying things is using the greatsword here in Sephiria. Still my favorite weapon. We are waiting for the katana, so we will see what happens with that. But I am hoping for a large skill tree in katana. I plan to make quite a bit of content with that. It's just a really cool weapon and idea. I also am personally hoping for some type of melee weapons. I think that would also be really cool. We'll see. there is still a ton of ideas left in Sephiria, I feel. Especially if you have imagination, right? A little bit of imagination goes a long way. Yeah, so we'll be curious how we go about this build. Again, I do want to focus on sturdy because we want to have a base physical damage. And then thereafter, defense is always going to be the additional, especially once we get the first upgrade to this bone blade. And then we'll see where we go from here. Ooh. Pouch of black tea this early is really good. Yes. Oh, if we can get that higher, though, that would be perfect. Yeah, because the earlier you get that, the faster you can build up on that universal. It actually may be worth to put an extra point into this. So I think we're going to do 1 into Warrior Seal, and then I can do... So now we'll gain 12% universal damage boost every time we defeat a mini-boss. And we're going to face one here pretty soon. All right. So here it is, Bone Gearblade. Special attack changes to Reassemble. Consumes 25 MP. When used, the blade lengthens for 8 seconds, allowing continuous normal attacks. Each attack deals additional damage. Additional damage is 15 plus 50% of our defense. Look at this. Oh, yes. One of the benefits of being a noble realm warrior in the past, right? A defender of the realm, and now becoming an undead, is your weapons look awesome, right? Very cool. Oh, this is going to be so good. All right. Experience your tablet. We do have some high-end items, so I actually don't mind picking up a tablet here. Yeah, these are some hefty 5 stars, so let's see what we can pick up here. Artemis is decimating these minions in his way. My goodness. Level 1, yes, level 1, but you do have to remember, these are still enemies and still can fall early on. Haste is a really good pickup. And also with our armor piece here, we do get magic haste as well. So the timing on this will be a lot faster, so that's good. I have a viewer who is absolutely in love with this spell too, so now every time I see it and pick it up, I think of them. Be really good if we could pick up White Cape, just so we can prolong our buffs as well, for move speed, attack speed, and for the reassemble as well. Binary Star is really good here. I think we could do 2, a little bit more defense perhaps for the extra bonus. I mean, how much more is this? Plus 3, 4, yeah. I actually like this. Start getting some of our additional bonus, which is why we picked up the weapon, right? To test it out, to see how the additional damage is used. All right, so we know the mini-boss is down there, so let's go over here first. Oh, it's Taz. Whoa. Lifesteal. Oath of the Vampire Lord. Artemis is thinking about it as they venture into this hidden pathway here. Ooh, for more experience, too. Dealing additional damage is going to be really good for this build, actually. All right, Artemis ponders. They ponder. Let's see how well we do against this mini-boss and go from here. Yeah, once the reassemble goes away, it is definitely slow compared to the actual attack. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Actually, we have quite a few good items here. I mean, Great Blessing is amazing. Sword Train Manual, however. I mean, our attack speed can go up to 26. Which is actually insane with this type of build, too. We do need the Sturdy, so going early into the guard... Wow, these are all really good. And White Eggshell is always a bonus, but kind of stuck between these three. I feel like we could see Great Blessing again. So between the Sword Training Manual and gaining that insane attack speed, or the weapon damage, and the +3 physical for the Sturdy as well. Have to think about that. Be at 14 attack speed as we go through. Now, we don't gain the bonus on attack speed until we get the second tier of this Bone Gearblade, which is the... I forget what the actual name of it is. Something Spine. Maybe Crimson Spine? Choices. I actually think I may go with the Sword Training Manual, just so we can attack a little faster, since we did mention that early on, too. So I think I'll switch out with the haste here and do this. Yes. We'll find out if that was the right choice or not. Now we have to make an even bigger choice. Do we grab the Oath of the Vampire Lord? Would Artemis stoop to drinking the Oath of the Vampire Lord in order to save their brethren? I know they would pick up the oaths because they are noble. We're picking up the oaths. Yes. Yes, Artemis. All right. Let's see. How do we make this work? We got the 2 there, so we're still 4 or 5 if we do this. Is there a way? I don't think so. I was trying to see if there was a way I can get this up to 5, but it doesn't look like it. So we can kind of just leave that there so we can utilize something else. We could do something like... Oh, well, this has to be at the top, though. So we could do something like this then, right? And then get our beak so we can get a little bit more physical. Yeah, there we go. I like this. So now we got the attack speed up to max. That's good. We did it. We didn't need the vampire blood in order to gain the lifesteal. We went with the noble oaths. Let's see if it was worth it. First boss. My goodness. Just whacking away. First boss annihilated. The Defender of the Realm. You cannot stop. Oh my goodness. That's so good. So is wind sheet music too, but we gotta go Agma. Have to go Agma. Very nice. Ooh, I love Disconnection too. I mean, we could do something like this. Wow, that's really good. And there's plenty of other artifacts or tablets that we can fill in these spots. Mainly tablets. Ooh, we did lose a lot of health, though. The great thing about being undead, Artemis will say, is they have many lives. Many lives on this quest to find this evil sorcerer. All right, first floor went really good. We got some great items there, so now we have to figure out where do we go from here. Definitely not Berserker. Critical damage, physical damage, crit chance. No, we're not an assassin. We can't gain any more HP. That is the curse of being undead. However, we could be an attendant with that plus 15 defense. I like it. That bonus damage, right? All right, so we are going to sell this because we're not going to be going Stormcloud. We really don't have anything else, so... All right. Let's see where this second floor pathway takes us. Ooh, we get our final... Oh, this is going to be so good. Enchant into tablet? My goodness. All right, Artemis. It is time. Creaking Spine. I know it started with a C. Increases the range of reassemble, attacks, and attack speed gradually become up to 35% faster. Resets when you stop attacking. We won't stop attacking, trust me. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, Artemis is ready. Artemis is ready. All right, let's see this in action. Oh, we need the cape. White cape is what is going to send this build skyrocketing. My goodness. Another black hole here. Which again, we've already gotten all of the upgrades for that. So currently there's nothing to go into except just to go in to see how we look. Because this is a cool looking area. See? Got a little pink tint to our amazing Artemis Guardian here. All right, so we got the 2. I mean, yeah, just get Agma maxed, right? For the pure physical damage. That's perfect. Beautiful. Entrance. Yeah, see, entrance could be one of those ones where we put here. The only issue with that, though, is it's going to hinder that part. Yeah. So what could we do here? I mean, we could re-roll. We don't have to pick up entrance. Link is good. It does give us the potential. We have already some universal damage, so we could do something like this. Not only do we buff up our defense and magic haste, but we've already got the slot if we do pick up something like Cold Lock. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know if Artemis is very lucky, though. They were sitting peacefully in their underground throne, and then now they had to get up and have to deal with this evil sorcerer. I mean, that doesn't count as luck in my book. Yeah, I'd like to go tablet here. See what else we could pick up. Hopefully we can pick up a legendary. That's actually what we're missing here. It's a nice legendary. Cloth armor is good. It's pretty standard, I would say, but it's still really good because it is going to give us that additional damage, right? So I'm actually okay with picking that up. Plus, it builds up to our Guardian, which gives us even more defense. Oh my goodness, Shade? Huh. I mean, I could sacrifice that slot and get Shade. We don't need another Link. Yeah, now we actually got our armor piece here up, which is really good. Wow, that's really good. Okay. We'll take it. All right, so we know we have the mini-boss up top. Oh, this is actually a small area, huh? Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to face the mini-boss here. Let's see how this goes. The Black Panther Assassin tries to take on Artemis here. No match. Wow, Clear Cube is excellent. What a boost. Oh my goodness. Well, all we need now is the staircase, and we're in a pretty good slot here. We are still taking a lot of damage. I mean, we are just a pile of bones, if you think about it. Our defense is currently 40. We could be higher. We'll start seeing if we can gain some more. Oh, the Black Panther wants revenge. All right, here we go. Artemis versus the Black Panther, round 2. Let's see. Oh, dagger strike. Ooh, right into our heart. Well, Black Panther did get a bit of revenge on us, I have to say. But Artemis is an undead, so we have many lives. Oh my goodness. Wow, the Dole Bell is very good. I'm going to pick up the Dole Bell. Yeah, that stun can come in handy. Another Oaths? We could make it work. Do something like this. For now, I'll put the Dole Bell here. Yeah, if not, we'll probably end up changing some of this, but I think this is actually okay now. Yeah, I think our only hindrance now that Artemis is feeling is the defense, right? We can't gain any more health, but the defense also helps us with additional damage, so not bad to see if we could find some more defense along the way. Would not be bad at all. Maybe we'll be lucky and find a shrine, too. We'll see. Let's see where this run takes us. This is an interesting journey, for sure. Not the greatest. We could go a little defensive here and pick up some potions, but I think I'll actually hold. Alright, let's see what this floor gives us. The library. We have tons of slots, so I don't think picking up an inventory slot is good just yet. Of course, I love enchant. That's a really good one. I don't mind actually going into the merchant for the second one, and then just depending, we can either do artifact or experience for that mini boss. Now, the good thing is we are defeating these mini-bosses for the universal damage, but this mini-boss can be cumbersome, so we'll see how this goes. Artemis and the library. Already found the exit. Okay, here's the enchant. It's a 2. Let's explore a little bit more, because maybe we find another item. Potentially another sturdy or something that can boost us a little bit. Nice. Barrier is actually pretty good as far as a defense goes, but I think we're going to try to rock a reroll here. Ooh, it took 3 rerolls. But we do gain a little bit more defense. And we do get some evasion, so that's pretty good. The buff isn't bad either with the physical crit hit. Not bad. We definitely need some more tablets, so the enchant is going to come in handy here. Oh, we actually still have another area. Oh. That's where Boneblade shines. Amazing. All right, we have 2. Do we just increase? I think the clear cube is where it's at, right? I mean, we could get a little bit more physical if we go this route. We did talk about defense, though, too, but I feel like, yeah, going this with a clear cube is the way. All right, let's go to the merchant, and then hopefully we can find a really good item here that'll boost us. Right now, I'm looking for White Cape. White Cape, again, is going to take this to the next level. White Branch, Broken Mirror. Broken Mirror actually isn't a bad item as far as defense goes, because it does gain us a little bit of a shield, and that may be the only way that we can actually... Yeah, that may be the only way we can actually gain a little bit more HP in a sense. Can gain up to 12. It's not terrible. Let's pick that up and see what happens. It won't work now, but in the next area it will. Yeah, that white cape is going to allow us to prolong that buff there. All right, so more money. Let's see. Actually, there is another area. So beforehand, we might find some more gold. Let's go over this way first. As I say that, I see some gold here. So you always got to check all the floors before doing any of those events. You never know. Nice. Any cracks? Don't see any. There's the exit. Ah, another merchant. Okay, let's see what this one has. Warmstone. No. Wow. Ooh. That. This is where story comes into play. Is Artemis desperate in any sense to where they feel they need to get the bloodstone earrings to take away nearly all of their defense that they've gained. That is a choice. They do want to bring their brethren back and out of the clutches of the evil sorcerer. They decide it's worth it. My goodness. What a turn. Trying to see if there's any way to 2. So they're all 2s. Yeah, we definitely need some enchants here so we can start pushing in then. Ooh, minus 20 defense. I mean, we got a bunch of defense. That is the caveat to doing this. Okay. Artemis has made their decision. Now where do we go from here? Let's go experience into the mini boss. This will be interesting. We do not gain anything from the keel fragment as far as the HP, but it does give us the sturdy to get the physical. So it may not be bad. And it has to be in the outer, so in a strategy sense, we could put 1 point into it and then put it here eventually. When performing a greatsword, whirlwind creates blazing field. Not in this round. Increases in melee range. Yeah, wind sheet music would be interesting, but I'm going to go more defense. We need the defense here. That's the mini boss. Not quite ready for that just yet. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. I changed my mind. Artemis is like, you know what? We have the plus 12 shield. We have the plus 24 of that. Let's do this. Let's fight this mini boss. There we go. That's why you don't second guess. Artemis knew. Artemis knew. Could do something like this to negate that, which means we can do this, something like that. Actually, let's put the dull bell back with the 2. Okay, we may change this up a little bit, because remember, harvest you can do something like this too, but for now I like this. Now we got a little bit more of our defense back as well, which also means that we're going to do more damage. Such a cool design for additional damage. We've never had this before in Sephiria, so Artemis will be the first, but not the last. All right, here we go. Ooh, it's the Roomba. This is going to be interesting. This is a very mobile boss. All right, Artemis. We really need that white cape. I keep bringing it up, but we need that white cape. threw out a nuclear explosion and then ran away. They fear Artemis. I'd fear the undead too. Especially one that's on a mission. Ooh, you can't stop Artemis. They're getting closer to the sorcerer. Oh my goodness. I wish damage reflection was a little better. Honestly, I am still hoping for a true reflection build where we can hold up a shield and projectiles can just bounce off. It'd be amazing, actually. Maybe do like a stutter. We do have stun, but picking up another clear cube just makes sense. It's kind of crazy, but it is very, very good that it's not unique. Wow. Okay, so now we got to start thinking here. What's going to be beneficial? I mean, I do like entrance, but we're just kind of in an awkward spot with where we have certain items, so I don't think that that's going to be where we need it to be now. Pass is always good. The problem is where we'd have to move some items over in order to make it more beneficial. So I think I'll actually reroll. Oh, that's a good reroll. That's a really good reroll. I mean, if we just put into this one, we just increase these, but we don't have anything that surpasses 6. We do get this to 2, which is good. Okay, we'll keep it here for now and see. I'm just trying to think. Do we want... I mean, this is just MP, regen, and evasion, which, to be honest, the regen would be good, which as much as we're spamming this. But that's another reason why I'm hoping to find White Cape, because then I won't have to do that. Yeah, the duration of our reassemble should last throughout an entire fight instead of cutting off in the middle. Oh, wow. Yeah, crown does not work in this build, unfortunately. Let's see what else we have. No. I mean, it is sturdy. It does get our physical going. The evasion goes down. We're currently... I think the evasion goes down pretty heavy in this one, does it not? At 8, so I'd be at... never know. I don't mind picking up helmet. I just don't want to spend money to pick up helmet. A big difference. There are some items that are worth spending the gold in. That one would not be one of them. Okay. I mean, we could start getting the inventory slots here. The only issue with that is it is going to start messing up with some of the stuff that we have going. So that is going to be a little bit of an issue. Yeah, like the shade is going to drop down 1, so we won't have the full benefit of this anymore. Do we have an enchant? We do not. I mean, we can always move some stuff around, I suppose. How much do we have in this? Nothing. So it's just a pure 5 from the bonuses and binary star. So I think with that being said, I'll just go artifact, gold, and then I'll either go tablet or see what the merchant has, possibly. There is sapphire there too, which unfortunately sapphire isn't that big in its current state. I've already unlocked all of the other additional costumes. It's only really good for rerolls currently. And we do reroll a lot when we get the opportunity. So yeah, let's go Artifact. Hopefully we can find the White Cape, especially with the levels we'll gain here in the Wasteland. All right, Artemis versus the Wasteland. Let's see. Oh, the sound animation of them falling never gets old. All right, so this is the way out. All right. So let's go down here. Get our buffs going. What I love about this weapon is it is so good in waves of enemies. It is so good. Which is why making it buff with defense is another good. I mean, barrier is good. Talking about defense here, barrier is pretty good. I actually think I will pick that up. Nice. It is a mystic, but not the mystic we're looking for. I think Artemis is going to hold. None of those seem enticing. Planets would be interesting, but planets are so heavy. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I'd rather just pass up on it. Potentially get something better in the next round. Now, we did say gold, which I still like that, because we do have the merchant on the bottom, so... And we chose not to go with the extra inventory slot, so have to keep that in mind. Well, we do have more Guardian pieces. I suppose we could pick up Deflection, because we do get hit a little bit, and we do have the lifesteal to benefit from. So I suppose we could pick that up. Still not the best, because it's not actually giving us defense, because we're already maxed for our set, but we'll see what happens. Oh, this is fantastic. All right, here's our gold. Let's go this way and go down here. We'll wait for our haste to catch back up here. There we go. Oh my goodness. You can see why I called this a pinata build when I first did it. It just seems like we're just aimlessly swinging at a pinata. Like individuals do. Why not? It's a lot of fun. Alright, yeah, let's go to the merchant and see what they have over here. Another level. Again, crossing my fingers for the cape. It's what I really want. Oh, another harvest, though. Wow, we've been seeing a lot of entrants. Another harvest, eh? I mean, we could get rid of this. Because we already have the sturdy... Wait, how many sturdy do we have, actually? No, we don't want to get rid of sturdy. Never mind. I'm thinking of Guardian. Yeah, I mean, eventually we probably will get rid of Amber. That might be one. We can benefit from something else. Gosh, yeah, I just don't know. Might actually just convert here. I mean, well, hold on a second. We could put this here, grab the harvest, do something like this. That's pretty good. Gain a little bit more defense as well. We still keep our universal damage boost from all the mini bosses, and we increased our clear cube. All right, that was pretty good. Now I wish I did have some more inventory slots, but we'll wait for that in the next area. Yeah, even our base attack speed now is pretty good without the reassemble. All right, here's the merchant. We'll come back. Let's go to the other side first, make sure we don't miss anything. We do still have the sapphire, I believe, so... Artemis is not a fan of any of those either. All right, Sapphire, a little +3. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's see what we have here with the merchant. Well, initially not a great start. Gosh, we have so much maple too. Hose. We could spend some on XP, which I actually don't mind at this point. Just to get a little bit up. All right, now we face the boss, it looks like. All right, is this the sorcerer? There is a lot of evil red glow around. Artemis is ready. Oh, that invincibility from this phantom. Almost, almost. You have this, Artemis. You have this. Think of your undead brethren. There we go. Not the sorcerer, but we're one step closer from freeing the rest of the undead. Oh my. This is a choice here. This is Guardian. That's going to give such a boost. I think I'd just get rid of deflection then. I mean, we still have another one here, so we could just pick this up. I could reroll. Wow. Yeah, this we're just going to convert, actually. Yeah. Ooh. Lizard plate armor. Artemis dives into the depths of the rooted cave. Here is where the sorcerer lies. All right, let's see. I mean, we've got 2,000. we have to get something. Evasion, attack speed. It's not bad. I'm going to spend the 16 in hopes that we get something epic. Well, nothing epic. All right, this looks like it's going to be... Oh, my goodness. Is there any merchants along the way? Ooh, that's pretty rough. Do we spend more sapphire for the reroll? 32? Okay. Maybe something here. I mean, we could do the shadow. We had the other opportunity for shadow as well, but... does increase our MP, which is kind of a big deal, if I'm being honest. I think then I'll get rid of the spiny shell and then pick up the magic glasses. Yeah, this is going to help with evasion too on that front. Yeah, again, amber I feel like is something I will probably end up getting rid of along the way, especially if we can find something like magic cape. So I guess we'll just get the potions, play super defensive, and we just walk out with 500 gold. All right, here we go. One more level, Artemis, to save your undead noble warriors. I guess we'll go artifact. We have still a few rerolls. Experience into probably another artifact. I'm really looking for that cape. That's my big one here. Especially since we're not going to get any more enchants. Just want the cape to get some buffs. Oh, that mini-boss just jumped out of nowhere. It took a leap of faith. As evil as this cave is, the rain is quite calming, have to say. Exit. This was a level, correct? More physical if we pick up the thorn. Oh my goodness. Cold lock. I mean, we do have the spot for it to get the universal damage boost. We do. What's beneficial to give up here? I feel like it has to be amber, right? I want it to be keel fragment, but I don't want to lose the +3 for sturdy for the physical. I mean, we will gain universal. Let's see if that was the right choice, Artemis. Let's see if that was the right choice. I mean, we have the link and we have the cold lock opportunity. We take it, right? Another cloth armor. Whoa. Now we can get rid of this. Now I don't feel sad. How much crit chance does it go up? By 2? Going up, let's see, 3.5 for every tablet versus the 1. That was a good pickup. That should increase our damage a little bit here, at least with the crit, as far as the crits go. Okay, some good pickups here. Still hoping for the cape. I'm going to go flat experience on this one. No waiting. Oh my gosh. We could have gone full cloth armor build. Ooh. Okay, we got the convert, so let's see if we can get another level here. Yeah, when the speed drops, it is a little bit heavy. I'm actually quite surprised we didn't find the staircase, the stairway. I feel like I've seen that in quite a few of my last runs. Just weren't lucky on this one, huh? There's still time, but... No way. That's too good of a pickup. Ooh, choices here. I just noticed that these were out. Gosh, Stairway is so good. I mean, Lizard Plate Armor is giving us that extra bonus. I guess we can give up one of the cloth armors. I think we have to. We lose +4, so essentially we're going to lose +2 to equate for our 50%. But I think that's where I have to go on this. Everything else is being utilized pretty well, I would say. And we could swap this out for something like this. So actually, I'm going to change this here. And then that way this is closer, and I could just swap for the level. All right, one more area. I think I'm just going to go dice in the hopes that we gain a level. And I could just re-roll 3 times and see if we can maybe get one more of the item. As I forget to swap the stairway. Can't forget that in the boss or else it was useless. I've just been playing without it for this entire time. I forgot. Ooh! Now I take the plunder into the depths. All right, Artemis. Can actually drink this potion and pick up this one here. Yeah, I'm actually trying not to use my barrier. And I think, too, I'm actually maybe getting rid of barrier if we get a good item might be the way. And I only say that because it's costing more MP to use barrier, but we also have the lifesteal. Yeah, so we may not need the barrier. Great Blessing is... Great Blessing is good. Wow. So we could, but that's just another, yeah, we can't. Because all that's going to do is just put us in the spot again where we were just talking about, right? We're going to try to get rid of barrier, potentially. And I think I would rather have barrier if we do have to stick with something. All right, so here we go. Oh, white eggshell. Oh, no cape. Okay. May have been worth to pick up that, but that's okay. All right, so this is the build. All right, so let's switch before we forget. And then we're just going to swap that back. Is there anything else that we want to swap around while we're here? I think everything else is pretty decent. I mean, we could maximize the plate just to get even more damage, but I don't want to hinder this, especially since we're going to gain such a good buff from this, right? All right, Artemis. It's time to save your noble undead warriors who've already sacrificed so much to gain peace, including yourself. Let's go fight this sorcerer and end this. Stun coming clutch. Trickster sorcerer. Oh, we need to gain a little more MP so we can finish off this. Save the undead. Nice stun. Yes. Ah. Artemis, Defender of Bones. Such a good weapon. My goodness. My goodness. Here's the build. We got a little all over the place. I would recommend definitely getting the inventory slots. I was definitely hesitant, and it kind of caught up to me towards the end. I had to start giving away some items. I felt like I didn't have to give up anything too crucial, but I also feel I could have picked up some better items and buffed up the defense a bit more for this awesome, awesome blade. Very cool. My goodness. Such a good build. Such a good run. And now Artemis can lay back in peace. Very good. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the build, the game, the gameplay. Again, if you have a build in mind that you'd like for me to try, please go ahead and post those. Also, be sure to check out my other playlists. I do have plenty of other games that I play in the realms of roguelikes, pixel arts, RPG, and more. And of course, if you'd like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community. Love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. And I want to give a huge shout out to all of my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you all. Until next time, everyone, take care.